Me. Kilkenny. Where are you from? Ireland? Where? Oh, fucking over the road, like. You have town or like Glenville or where are you from?
Ireland.
Huh?
Ireland.
Got a love that keeps on fighting. It keeps on. I got a heart that keeps on trying. It keeps on. We got this plan that keeps evolving. It keeps on. And even when our hope is broken, we keep on. There's so much for us to prove. So keep on. There's so much for us to do. 'Cause we can start a revolution. You and me. Say we'll start a revolution. Just you and me.
Come on, piece of shit.
Shit, no.
Hey, say, man. Hey. Hey, say, shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying. Pussy nigga know a nigga spin it. Pussy nigga know a nigga do around rich. 100,000 she feel. Nigga having hoes on the L's. Main bitch, nigga, I'ma keep it trail. I can never tell. Never, I'ma make a bail. Come in the rest, I can't fail. At the Coca-Cola, take away some of the pill.
Make plays every day by sick can. Still get money out of bitch ass. Air hole lick away, can't will last. Still got the K in the wheel stash.
Coming wrong, got your face, get a kid.
Get low when the whistle go.
How do you get this hard to do it? How do you get this hard to do it?
Let me see. Now, if this was you, bro, you would do the bitch because you were a black nigga. This nigga light as hell.
Yo, let's get this shit going. Let's get some tan over here, bro. God.
This shit booty. I'm talking like I make this shit, nigga. I make the shit like this, nigga. So I'm saying, nigga, I ain't never gave a fuck about that shit. I'm just now starting to save my money because I know that's it.
Alright, y'all, I'm gonna go in this mall in Somerset right now. Tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? Going to school. I'm going back to school, so I'm trying to look as presentable as possible, you know. I haven't been to the school in a little minute. And this is the weekend of straight up party. That's it. Queen is actually on his way. Queen gonna get the jug, you know what I'm saying? We'll show up, have a good ass time. Party right here, so you know what I'm saying? That's the deal. I'm going here and see what they got. Y'all don't sponsor me in the next one. I'm not buying no Gucci. Go tell Gucci to sponsor me. Oh, follow me. Go.
I just wanna be the one for you. I just wanna be the one
What the fuck? What's wrong with you? Hey, I'm gonna try to get it. Pretty much good. Yeah, I can't fucking figure it out. Oh my god.
I'm looking on it.
No, bro. Fuck. Man, I'm trying to get it to first one. It's too much. They keep me up. Nah, I'm trying to fucking come on, go. I might try to get some back with that. That's heavy. Yeah. I got him.
So much for us to prove.
Oi! Oi!
Many serious game streamers use a second PC actually. So they got one for gaming and then another one dedicated to encoding and interacting with their audience. So we were brainstorming and talking about some cool projects that we've done in the past with Unraid and virtualization technology, and, well, let's just say the old light bulb went off. What if we could build, using an Intel high core count Core i9 processor, a 2-in-1 solution, splitting a single tower with a single motherboard effectively in half to perform both of those duties? Virtually, of course. Would we end up with a viable day-to-day streaming solution? Well, thanks to Intel's sponsorship of this investigation, we are about to find out. Okay, so let's start with this. Why would anyone want to run a virtualized 2-in-1 setup as opposed to just having 2 separate machines? I mean, bare metal's more efficient, right? Let's take a look at a few reasons why it might actually be a cool idea. First, and most importantly for many, is cost. Unless you already have a second computer to dedicate to encoding, you would still have to buy a GPU, RAM, and storage for 2, but you could save the considerable expense of many other components. In addition, your total power consumption and heat output will be a touch lower than running separate PCs, meaning your energy bill will be lower too. The second reason to go virtual is space. While it's not a concern for some, if you're streaming from a college dorm or a small apartment, this means one less tower taking up space in your given area. Not every virtualized 2-in-1 has to be this good. Reason number 3, versatility. Since the gaming and streaming setups are virtualized, not only are any potential software issues confined to each VM, but they can also be much more quickly and easily backed up or cloned once you're set up, so in the future you can easily hit the reset button in case anything should go wrong. Also, thanks to the magic of Unraid, your gaming/streaming machine can act as a file and media server for the rest of your household. So, the plan then is to use a portion of our CPU to encode our video stream using X264 with high quality settings. That way, we can avoid the potential for scheduler conflicts without manually assigning CPU affinities in Task Manager like we would if we were doing both tasks on one device. Well, okay, Linus, this all sounds great, but there's gotta be disadvantages, right? Well, there is the fact that when using virtualization, some devices can't be easily allocated to a VM. Our onboard audio, for example, shares an IOMMU group with the chipset and essentially cannot be used. Same story with USB ports. Each grouping of ports has to be on a dedicated controller in order to pass it through so that you can hotplug your devices, something that we pretty much take for granted these days. And finally, while it's possible to run Unraid without its own video card, it's a royal treatment. So we grabbed a dedicated sound card for our gaming VM, extra USB controller, using one of the onboard ones for the other VM, and an El Cheapo third graphics card for Unreal. So, we are ready to... oh wait. So during our testing, we found that gaming performance was actually best when we assigned 4 cores and 8 threads to our gaming VM. And in some configurations, we actually found tasks that performed better in a virtualized environment compared to an equivalent configuration running on bare metal. What? So this is the kind of thing that we encounter sometimes when we're running on the bleeding edge. We spoke with Unraid's developers about the issue, and they're putting together some information to share with the Red Hat and KVM hypervisor folks, so that hopefully we'll see a resolution by the time games demand more cores for optimal performance. But for the time being, our classic 4-core 8-thread setup manages a negligible performance hit compared to bare metal, and our streaming VM can suck up those extra cores anyway, so that it can be used for heavier video editing and faster encoding for those edited videos that can later be uploaded to YouTube or other video on demand sites. Alright then, so let's show off the rest of the setup. We're using the utterly unique Level 1 Text DisplayPort 1.2 kVM from Wendell and his team. This gives us support for high refresh rate monitors like ASUS's 240Hz ROG Swift PG258Q and easy switching between our VMs, saving us from using 2 keyboards and mice, though it should be noted that having an extra one on hand is pretty useful in some cases. We're using Corsair's massive Obsidian 900D tower thanks to its ample cooling capacity, and we're powering all 3 of our GPUs, the 1080 Ti for gaming, the 1050 Ti for streaming, and that basic one for Unraid off of an AX1200i power supply, and we've thrown in a monstrous Unraid array of 7 12-terabyte Seagate Iron Wolf Pro drives for 60 terabytes of protected storage that's visible to both VMs, not to mention, as I said before, anyone else on the network who needs it, allowing us to record our streams basically indefinitely so we can make them epic frag vids after we're done streaming. Finally, for our capture card, oh, another surprise, no capture card. So we actually originally had planned to use one, that 4K one from Elgato, but this ended up being way cooler. So our gaming VM is actually transmitting its video and audio feed to the encoder VM using the low-impact OBS NDI plugin, which runs with very little quality loss over our virtualized 10 gigabit network connection between our VMs. Then from there, we've set the streaming machine's output settings to Twitch's ultimate 1080p 60 FPS quality setting. And would you look at that? After a few command line tweaks, we could not only encode on the fly, but do so at X264's slow preset, which is 6 notches up from the default potato quality ultra fast. And to validate our original hypothesis, is there some benefit from separating them in VMs, we pushed our 11 hyper-threaded cores to their limit in the streaming VM to the point where we forced our encoded video to start dropping frames. Then we went back to the gaming VM to see if those resources were effectively being isolated, and it was still running games like nobody's business. So what have we learned then on this journey? Well, for one, a virtualized dual head system, with all of its shortcomings, has some advantages. Operating our 2 virtual machines was about as transparent as running 2 completely independent systems, whether via KVM switch or with 2 full sets of peripherals. This is a use case for many core systems that we've been excited about for years now, and one that has many applications beyond game streaming that is just going to get better in time. And second, is that with superior codecs such as X265 on the horizon that are better optimized not only for image quality, but for better thread and memory utilization, that happens to mesh great with Core i9's new cache design, you'll be able to push the quality even higher with a setup like this. All we need to do then is wait for Twitch and mainstream broadcasting software to support it. In the meantime though, we've still built one of the coolest X264 streaming setups out there, so thanks to everyone for their help with this, and especially Intel for sponsoring this sick experiment, and also you guys for watching. So if you guys disliked this video, you can hit that button, but if you liked it, hit like, get subscribed, maybe consider checking out where to buy the stuff we featured at the link in the video description, maybe a shiny new Core i9. Also linked down there is our merch store, which has cool shirts like this one, and our community forum, which you should check out.
rent the car. So honestly, why? Convert and hanger.
Always terrifying. Lightning anything into aluminum. Oh man, it's so scary. Okay. Now on goes the lay cam gear. Take our keep the chain away bolt out. So I guess here, we're just gonna try to get this thing back on in the same orientation that it needed to be in. Should be about right there. Let's spin the cam over a little bit. That line up, good. That's just as lined up as we were before. Cam bolts. Now we're going to spin it over and just make sure the timing mark's coming back up.
Dinner.
Yeah, that's dead on. One more time for good
Alright,
measure.
let's go.
Ta-da! Cam's installed. Hooray! I'm really happy with that because I've never done this before, so I was a little, you know, not concerned, but it was just the unknown. You know, am I going to run into issues? Am I not going to be able to get the cam out? And if so, what do I do? But you got to remember, just do it. It's nuts and bolts. At the end of the day, that's what my friend Elliot always said. Literally, just nuts and bolts. So you take it apart, figure out how to put it back together, should be good. So cam is in. I have a problem. I need to take the valve springs out. To do so, we put air into the cylinder, holds the valves up, and then we can take the valve springs off. But our air compressor's been broken for months, so I'm gonna have to go buy an air compressor, which I really didn't want to do, but well, we saved money on the cam. I guess we spend that on an air compressor.
Stunning.
So here's the problem. I was gonna go to Harbor Freight. Get like the $120 cheapo air compressor because I only use it to like air tires up and do stuff like this. I don't have any air tools. I have all electric tools. I've basically thrown all my air tools out. But I wanted to go get some tools. Fortunately, I limited myself to only buying a knife and some razor blades, but I was gonna get Milwaukee impact and drill set because I want to give my friend my DeWalt stuff and have matching Milwaukee stuff. But I held off. I resisted temptation, but I did end up buying way too expensive of an air compressor because it's supposed to be super quiet, which we will see if it actually is super quiet. One of the main reasons I don't have any air tools is I hate listening to air compressors running.
Coming.
So if this one is quiet, it will be well worth the money, and for the video's sake, not having an air compressor howling in the background anytime I need to use it will be worthwhile for you guys, so you don't have to listen to an annoying air compressor. Damn, moment of truth. That's not quiet at all! I mean, I guess it's not that bad. My ears were right by it. Okay, so here is our way too expensive for what it is valve spring remover tool. So basically this is gonna bolt onto the head and then push down and you're gonna get the keepers out, back it off, pull the valve spring out, swap it, press it, put the new one on. So this is just to compress the spring. Got the awesome paper towel wrap. Sure sign of quality. So this is just the stud, which goes in, and then you tighten this down to add the tension. But what Matt did is he welded a bar on here, and that gave him the leverage. Let me show you what it looks like on the head. Push this guy in here. This threads in to here. You would tighten this nut down. And then as you tighten that down, it brings this down against it. But what we can do is weld a bar on here, and that'll allow us to pivot this and push down so we don't have to rely all on the compression threading down into here. So I think, you know, that should be right. So we'll just weld this thing on here. This is what I have lying around. So we're gonna TIG weld it just because I already have all my TIG stuff set up, so why not? First we need to clean this off. Pick the less crooked side. So we've added a bit of a chamfer here. Probably way too much of one to actually do anything, but that would be to get essentially more weld on there. But anyway, this is not a big deal. It's not a crucial part. It don't matter. Well, that's what it looks like. Not terrible. You can kind of see where I stopped for the tacks. But it's not bad. It'll do. It'll hold. I might go over that spot right there real quick. Alright, so this is what we're going to use to keep the valves up. So this is our setup. We've got this guy from a leak down tester that doesn't want to thread in because it's all wobbly. 1 second, technical difficulties. Well, that took way too long. Alright, so we got the air compressor set at 50 psi, so when we plug this in, it'll fill the combustion chamber with air, holding the valves up, keeping them from dropping down. So we're going to go ahead and just start doing it, I guess. I'm just going to thread this as far down as it'll go, that way I have maximum thread engagement. There we go, this is working. Bring it down just a little more. Okay. Loosen this up. Ta-da! Valve spring out. I'll put the new ones on. For those of you wondering, these are packed with 1218s, $130 shipped. Ordered them on good old eBay. I think they're good for like, what does it say? I think they're good for like 600 or 610 lifts, something like that. They're cheap and they work. I am on the struggle bus right now. Maybe this needs to go like that. No, that's not right. Put it like that. Got one in. There we go. Oh, struggle street is over. Oh, come on. That's one down. See if I can do the other one with any bit better of a pace than that. I'll be honest, I'm an honest man. I admit my faults. I totally forgot to turn the air compressor on at first. We are lucky that I brought the piston all the way up to the top, so when the valve dropped down a little bit, it didn't fall all the way down into the cylinder. Much easier. Unthreading the stud. Oh, I guess it's still pretty in there. Trying to hit the valve again. Right. Tighten her back down. Need this to go further down. I think the trick is to start with it pulled down this way, so that when it inevitably slips, into the right spot, and when you pull down, you're bringing it back at the same time, so. Okay, that's like as far back as I can go without hitting the valve. Okay, let's see if that. See if we can get one in. We'll get this side in. I guess you just kind of have to manipulate it as you go down. So like pull down and then push over to the side, and then there we go. Yeah, so you just kind of like pull it around. So far, I don't want to say that, but this is not too bad. Not too bad. This part of this tool is definitely handy. You don't have to like just jam the thing all the way down there, and then you can like push down, over. Definitely glad I just did this off the jump. Alright, this is pretty monotonous and tedious, so we're gonna do a good old time lapse. Alright, we are done with the valve springs at least. Looks nice. They look almost the same as the stock ones, but this side you can really tell the difference because everything was so black and crusty. And now it's got pretty valve springs. Pimp UGK, International Players Anthem in the background. Please don't copyright me. Okay, so I need a new timing cover gasket seal because this one I just like touched this rubber and it's, see, I just tore it off, barely touching it. It's like rock solid, so I'm gonna replace that so we don't have to deal with it. I don't think I'll, maybe the front main seal, I don't know. I'm not gonna get too crazy with it. So now, Trunion upgrade. Woo! This is gonna be probably the least fun. But we got everything else done, like we talked about earlier. That's what's important. Getting a bunch done, that way, oh jeez. That way you're motivated to continue. We had started with the Trunion upgrade and had a ton of issues. We might have never even got to this stuff tonight, so this stuff's all done. So if the Trunion upgrade's a pain, it's a pain, doesn't matter, it's the last thing we gotta do, and then the rotating assembly is complete. So that's the way to do it in my opinion. Everyone has their own workflow. I don't know what to do with this stock stuff. Just throw it away, I guess? Okay, so here's what we got. Basically, in here, there's a bunch of Neo bearings. I don't know if they're cageless bearings. I don't know. Apparently, at high RPMs, people have issues with these like exploding apart and the bearings going on in your motor, and obviously a bunch of metal pieces sucking through your oil system is not ideal. So this is the Comp Cam's Trunion upgrade. I probably would have been better off with the brass bushing one, so it replaces the roller bearing with like a brass bushing. But my friend had this one for 50 bucks. I wasn't even gonna do it, but it comes with new bolts to replace these bolts that hold it to the motor, Allen's. I don't know how I feel about that, but just make it more annoying to take apart. Here's the new like center cartridge pieces. And then here are the new bearings, which are still needle bearings. So I don't really know what the massive upgrade is here, but we're gonna do it because we bought it. Here's the clips that hold it all together. I'll show you guys how it goes together when we get to that point. So the first thing we gotta do is take all of these apart. So we'll start there and then we'll get to the assembly part when we get to the assembly part, I guess. Logic, right? I use it sometimes. Okay, so we have a 1/2 inch 7/8 socket, which will sit right over here. We're actually gonna put it on, yeah, this side. And then we have a 3/8 9/16 socket, which will sit over here and kind of just push everything out. So basically what's gonna happen is, dang planes, I swear, every time I try to say something. What's gonna happen is, this is gonna push this whole center cartridge deal with the bearings and everything. It's gonna push it through and this is gonna catch it. And this is, oh God, this is what's, you know, holding the rocker so that this can actually push through into the center of this socket. So we're gonna do that. Is that it falling out? Oh, we might be in for a hurting, guys. Shoot. Son of a bee. No, maybe not. Maybe not. It might be good here. Oh, jeez. There we go. Alright, we gotta catch it because it's probably gonna pop here in a second. Yep, there it goes. Easy as that. Oh, we didn't get the bearing out by this side. Oh, it's okay. Got it out now. So, that is what the Bear rocker looks like. Show you a little closer. Yeah. Focus. Alright, so, yeah, that's what the Bear rocker looks like. We're going to put the Trunion stuff in here. So I'm going to go ahead and knock the rest of these out, and then we'll move on to the putting the Trunion part in. Alright, we've got all of them done. I will say it was a lot easier than I thought it would be. It went pretty quick. I was afraid the device was going to break the whole time. It has to be like right here. And I think that's pretty much the end of the threads. It's got a ton of play. I don't know how it did it. Fortunately, I think it's a bit further in when we're doing the actual Trunion. Oh, but it doesn't want to go in now. Uh-oh. I might have broke the vise. Maybe not. There we go. We got past the hard spot. I think it's a lot closer in though. It's probably somewhere around there. So it should be good. Okay, so this is the earth. No. 2 washers, right? This is basically taking place of our sockets. We got the rocker arm. So the first thing we do is we take this bearing, and you'll see, let's see if I can get this thing to focus on my hand so I can show you. Focus. Okay, see how that side has letters and it says USA and stuff? And this side does not, right? So in the instructions it lists as crucial to install it with the letters facing out. So the first one, we're just gonna put, I'm just doing it on the wing side first on everyone, just to be uniform. I don't think it would really matter. So you kind of want to get it set in there straight, which I just did a terrible job at that. But it's very important that you get this thing straight when you put it in there and you start pressing it in. Otherwise, if it goes in crooked, you're gonna have a bad time. So what I did on the last one is I just kind of got it started by hand. Just kind of pressed it in enough to where it was snug. But that doesn't seem to be working on this one, so we're gonna have to just press it in with the washer. So that's going in straight. So we're just gonna tighten this down, move the camera so you guys can see. Okay, so we're just gonna tighten it down until the washer is flush against the rocker arm. You might have the urge to tighten more than this, but it needs to be flush. That's it. There's no need to go Hulk on it. Okay, so now that we got the one in with the words facing out, make sure, I guess that's crucial. So the next step, you take the center part, doesn't matter which direction it goes, it's omnidirectional? I don't know. Then you take the other bearing, and it's the same concept. You want to get it started, but you don't want to, you don't want it to be crooked. So we're going to just get it started on the vise here, which we don't need the other washer just yet, because all we're doing is getting this started. Point where you feel tension on it, which is like right there. It just makes it easier to line everything up at this point. So basically what we're doing here is we need to get this snugged up, but still allow, it's a very difficult process by yourself, I will say. So we need to make sure that this can go in and out of the washers, because it's going to protrude past them once we crush this bearing down all the way. So if it can't go into them, then it's not a good look. So it seems like we're good. I'm just gonna, I keep wiggling it as I tighten down. So it still moves up, and see it's seized up there. So, oh god, almost lost the whole thing. I did a way better job on the first one. Alright, so that's going into that one. Oh, probably not anymore. Okay, now let's make sure it goes into this guy. Nope. This is, I'll tell you, this is annoying as hell. Oh, nope. That's going into that one. Actually, this is a good way to do it. You just bring it up just above the lip of the vise. Then you can see that it's going into both of them. It's still getting tight. Tighter than I would like. Okay, yeah, we're good. Yep, still good. And we do the same thing, just take this one all the way flush. Boop. As that. We come over here, take our snap ring pliers, same on this side. I'm going to double check again that my bearings, the words are out. Yes, they are. I'm real paranoid about stuff like that. I always get ahead of myself and try to work faster than I'm thinking, or think faster than I work, and mess stuff up. Cool. So that, I mean, that's what it looks like when it's done. Definitely looks a lot beefier than it did before. Now we have, I've done one, so this is the second one, so we have 14 more to do. See you guys in a minute. Alright, they are all done. That was a lot more annoying than I anticipated. I just kept, if you tighten it down just a little bit too much, even like what seems like flush can push it a little bit past, it seems, and it pinches the center, and then it won't spin. So I had to take a couple of them back apart to loosen them up a little bit, but they're all good now. And reinstall them in the motor. Ta-da! Oh. Okay. This is the way it was when I took it apart. Based on the picture I took. Run them down with this. We're not going to actually tighten them with this. We're just going to run them down, tighten them with a ratchet. It's really easy to tell, like, when it's getting tight, when it's snug, when it's just spinning it still. The ace ratchet, these go to 22 foot-pounds, which I don't have a torque wrench that goes that low, but I also don't want these to back out. But I don't want to cross-thread them. It's a sliding scale of emotions. Back it off, or tighten it till it strips, back it off a quarter turn. I've stripped so many fasteners in my life that I kind of err on the side of not tight enough, as opposed to too tight. For anything into aluminum, at least. Okay, that side's done. Alright, so we've got the Trunion upgrade done, the PAC 1218 valve springs done, the Elgin cam. Basically, the rotating assembly is complete. Also, this is why we upgraded. So see all these needles? So look at this. This is one of the bearings. So it just sits in this race. It comes out and then all the bearings just fall off of it. The new ones are caged. So essentially there's like a little housing for these rollers so that they can't just fall out like this. So that's the reason for the Trunion upgrade. All right, I'm very happy with the progress today. It was something I'd never done before, so I was a little bit like anxious to get it done just to see, you know, what challenges I ran into. If you've never done something before, you don't know like all the little nuances, but it went super easy. These motors are really easy to work on. It was a full day's work, but it was a very relaxed, slow paced day's work. Had to go get an air compressor, all that stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are as hyped as I am. Like, the rotating assembly is together. I've got a couple more things to get for the oiling system from Improved Racing. I'll have to pick those up next week. So in the meantime, we're going to pull the motor out of the Miata and clean up the engine bay and the wiring and potentially test fit all the accessories on the motor, which we can probably leave on when we do the oiling stuff. Once we do that and the oiling stuff, motor's ready to go in. And we got to cut and do a bunch of stuff. But okay, so I guess I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Back in Texas with the fam bam. We just had Christmas. It was very exciting.
One bite at a time.
How do you meet your New Year's resolution? One step
One bite at a time. Breaking news from I-40 asking Sarah Dici what she thinks about the next year, which is 2018. Sarah Dici.
Oh my god.
What is it? Talk to the microphone. Seriously though.
Well, I would say.
Maybe you don't have to kiss the microphone. You just didn't.
So on this episode, we're going to talk about burnouts. Hurt and I got brand new tires. Some Cosmos wheels.
Is that even recording or you recording?
I have no idea.
You know it?
Huh?
Always be rolling. You reading your script?
I mean,
so the other day, Brian was like watching a DTT. He's like, I like how like after I say what we're gonna do, you act surprised. And I'm like, no man, I'm genuinely surprised because I didn't know what we were gonna do. And he was like, oh.
Every day here is a surprise. But the surprise for today is we're going to talk about the best burnouts that have ever happened here at the Donut Garage.
But I do that, so I'm not acting surprised.
Yeah, I did.
But it's like the easiest thing to talk about.
I didn't have a script or anything. I honestly didn't even read that.
So what we did do is we asked everyone at the office what they thought their favorite one was, so then we have a list because we have terrible memories.
Yeah.
So, should we just go down in order, or you want to pick your favorite first?
Let me see, because I don't remember anything. So, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and kick it off with Bad Daddy Bratty.
Oh yeah.
The bucking burnout is one of the best burnouts of all time.
What do you think's better, the burnout or the fact that he cleaned him? He took a shower in acetone after.
I mean, that
because that was sad.
That solidified this place on the list I have called the manliest dudes I've ever met.
I just remember the thing was like tough as nails and like.
Well, that's one way to get it off. Is that skin friendly? So yeah, your turn.
I'm adjusting my pants. Whew. Honestly, one of them that's on here that I don't agree with, but I guess we'll do it anyway. It's Kakawa's smart car. How did Kakawa get on the list? Did he put that there?
He probably did. I didn't choose it. I actually fought to get him off of it.
I second you. You guys play the clip and then comment below how much Kakawa sucks. That shouldn't be on there.
Well, definitely wasn't one of the best.
It was innovative.
Like, best isn't the right word for what that was, because it was cool.
It was unique.
Yeah, it was fun. Best, not so much.
No.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Sorry, not sorry.
Pinto Wagon. That was a good one because it was the OG one.
Yeah.
That was what, episode 2?
Yes, right after the Super episode, but he was one of the first, I guess you could say, BT people.
Yeah.
BT people that we had here, because he came here before that and did a...
And we made him come back.
Yeah, he came here for a club day or something like that, and he was the last person here, asked us if he could do a burnout before he left. We said yes, and it was easily...
It was the craziest burnout, yeah.
So we invited him back for this.
Super special, even though it looks, it's really unassuming, just crazy Pinto Wagon.
Straight up sleeper grocery getter.
Yeah, so if you haven't been watching DT since the beginning, you should go back and watch it. Yeah. Alright, I like this one. This is a good one. I support this 100%.
Which one is it?
The Tim from BBI.
Oh yeah, that was great. That was a great one.
That was one of the scariest. Like, that was like at the beginning of like yard progression. Like rear engine, rear wheel drive, tons of grip, wasn't really set out to do donuts.
Yeah, it was pretty early on for us, and we knew what we were getting into by inviting people, but we also knew by inviting certain people we weren't going to get what we wanted out of them. So we got the Tim from BBI, which is a high-end Porsche builder, and we're like, man, he's not going to do anything.
So he like tried to rip a sitter, and like it doesn't work because it just doesn't work in Porsches. So
yeah, which surprised me alone. I was like, okay, he likes the party.
Yeah.
And after the failed sitter, then he took it down for a little more.
Like full, like not even like any warning, just like rolled it.
Yeah, he didn't slice it up. He didn't slice it up for shit.
But there was one where the wing came like inches from the fence. Yeah. It was nuts. But you watch it.
He's crazy.
That's like,
yeah,
that was a good one.
Yeah, all right.
Pre DT. I don't even know how this one made it into this because it's pre Daily Trans.
Yeah, this one's pre Daily Trans, but I'll be honest, I don't want to pick this one. I like this
so
one.
her gets to break the rules.
I like this one.
A glimpse into
this
how
was
it works
before
here.
Daily Transmission. We were still making content.
Spirit of Daily Trans.
Yeah. This is kind of the thing that helped inspire it. We're having the club day. It's the Subaru guys, and you know, all-wheel drive's hard to get rowdy in. So we got one of the guys to hook it up to a truck, and he.
Well, actually, you know whose truck that was, right? The dude that brought the aerial Nomad here.
Oh, really?
That was his truck.
Holy shit.
Yeah. My favorite part about this burnout was that this dude had a body kit on his STI. I don't remember what kit it was, but it like the tow hook wasn't accessible. So he had like a half cage in the car and like no rear seat. So he was like, I don't know where we could strap this to. And someone came up with the idea to just put the tow rope into the car and around the harness bar. It was pretty solid.
Yeah, it worked.
It worked great.
Yeah, it worked really good. It might have
It bent his hardest bar. But it was awesome, so totally worth it.
Sorry.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
Play it.
Next on the list, in my opinion, I'd say good old Smokey.
Also, probably the most viewed DT yet.
Yeah, that's
why is that? What do you guys think so much?
Yeah,
I
well,
wish I could know right now.
Yeah, well, honestly, it's definitely, arguably, one of the most unique vehicles that we've had come here. It's an old truck that I don't know anything about.
Ford F1.
So it's an old Ford F1, according to old truck daddy here. And it had a big old motor with big old turbos and
a Cummins 24 valve.
A bunch of other big things, and
it was mostly turbo and intercooler.
Yeah,
Just all it was.
Yeah, it was a truck made into a turbo and an intercooler. But it was one of the biggest burnouts. He even did donuts, just lots of smoke.
Yeah, lots of torque. The most torque thrown down.
I just like unique shit. So
yeah, that thing was nuts.
Yeah, super cool. We gotta get Chuckles back over here.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not even going to give you an opportunity here. Still top 3 favorite burnouts in the Donut Garage.
I'm disappointed.
Vinny Seesaw burnout.
I like that blew your mind so much.
It still blows my mind. Like, just the fact that anybody, like, I'm so destructive. And like I've said, like I've been preaching to you guys for the last couple weeks, he's the actual king. He's low-key king of destruction. Like, who the fuck in their right mind goes, I'm going to do a burnout, and then you push the clutch in, put it in reverse, and do a reverse burnout, and then keep doing it, and then keep doing it.
Where did you learn that?
It's the craziest shit I've ever seen.
You know what?
I love it.
I think it's pent up aggression from owning Volkswagens that didn't have reverse synchros, so you couldn't do things like that. You know?
So you just let it all out.
Let it
You. If you don't like that burnout,
we want to do the Miata actually was just going to become a seesaw burnout car, but we just said seesaw burnout.
I still want to have the
pads. We should do that.
No, the game.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the limbo game where you set up 2 boxes, put the Miata in the middle, and you got a seesaw, and whoever can do it in the smallest confined space.
But to step that up, I was saying we should do it like Nickelodeon style, and you have like two like things that hold like buckets of water. So if you hit them, you just get like straight dunked on.
You're onto something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to do it in the winter, but
it's been fucking cool.
Yeah,
But we gotta.
wear a hoodie.
Yeah, it's freezing. I don't know what you're doing.
It's cold, man.
Yeah,
It's cold.
It's just too hot. He doesn't get hot. Anyway,
We should do that.
we should elevate. We need to start leveling up our games.
Yeah. You think we should do more games? Not you, Joey. Joey's saying, yeah. You think we should do more games?
Thanks, Joey. Appreciate the support.
This one's cool. I enjoyed this day. This was rad. And Josh Kalis came here.
Yeah, that was
threw
good.
down in his. Well, how much horsepower did they make? 1,500 or something?
On high boost, but I think he only came here with about 1,100.
That thing was sick though. That was one of the raddest parts we've had.
I mean, a super clean Camaro, awesome motor build, 2 turbos, and a legendary skater.
Yeah, it was a good combo.
Yeah. like that looks like that, and it also gets used, easy way to win.
You know what's not on that list? I'm out of here.
All right. Bye. Is that good?
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Yeah, sorry for the trouble. Hey, you guys does this do burnouts? Let's get you up there.
I think it's incredible that Roman was touched by what the children are doing and that our family was worthy to receive this epic day.
Hang out with them for a minute. I just gotta run back in real quick. I'll be right back.
What is that? That's country! That's country!
Y'all ready to hang? How cool is this? It's country. Check this out. We got this for the day, boys and girls.
This is the real surprise. We enrolled everyone in military school.
Yep, congrats.
Awesome.
You guys ready to rock?
Let's do it.
There'll be a boot camp. They'll write you letters.
I promise 2 out of the 3 will return.
So Roman took them off in a Humvee.
Got it?
Yep.
I don't know what they're doing, but I can't wait to see what he has in store.
Hang on, boys and girls.
The Humvee is really cool because it's big and very, like, army-like inside.
Dude, this thing's awesome.
Military stuff and cop stuff are super cool.
We're going in hot.
Woo! Right this
Everybody out.
way.
Everybody move, move, move.
Woo! So what do you guys think you're up to?
Not sure yet.
Not sure? Spray paint.
Put a bullseye on the window.
Bullseye, and then he's throwing that weight
Put
through
a
it.
bullseye.
Oh, that was sweet.
Boom! That's a tough window. So I just brought the family in the Hummer to a junkyard. Nothing says adventure like a junkyard. Plus, I got a tank, dude. We're gonna smash cars.
Take a seat. Oh, hey, what's Roman doing?
Is that a tank?
Uh-oh. I don't think it's gonna dodge those cars. Give it everything you got.
Oh my God!
Dang! That is awesome. Country's awesome.
I want to do it!
Seeing those cars get crushed was awesome. Dude, is that cool?
Thanks for showing us that.
How did you get off?
This tank is huge. It's a little old, a little rusty, but it's still a beast.
Dude, you ever been on a tank?
No.
Oh shit. Bro, if I survive this. Oh yeah, yo. Watch these jukes. You guys are so trash. Oh god, you guys are so bad.
That's for all of them?
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna explode.
Yeah, now you don't have to use your great big one.
It's good. Alright, let's open them. I'll see you in the morning.
Okay, so the kids are in bed and we still have a couple things. That's where you're gonna see this at. But check out Bert's shoes.
Are you ready?
Yeah. All right, guys, we got our cookies and carrots out. We are gonna call it a day. We will see you tomorrow for our Christmas vlog. Thank you so much for being here, being a part of our everyday lives. Can't imagine how excited the kids must be right now for tomorrow morning. And that's it. I love you guys. You're beautiful. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and one of a kind. Smile.